A tragedy on a central Kentucky road. 4 people killed in a car crash. We're tracking the investigation.
A Southern Kentucky attorney and a former judge, for that matter, now sits in jail, all because what he accepted as payment from several of his clients.
We're live in Louisville, where the Cats are gearing up for the next round of the NCAA tournament. A preview of their matchup, plus meet a fan who is making a season's worth of memories watching the team.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening to you. 4 people have died in an afternoon car crash.
It happened on Cane Ridge Road between Glen Road and Steele Road in Bourbon County. The crash involved a car and a van. All the people killed were in both vehicles. WKYT's Garrett Weimer's live near the scene with our top story at 6. Garrett?
4 people are dead after that accident here on Cane Ridge Road. It happened just over this hill and around the curve. The Bourbon County Sheriff tells us it was almost 1 o'clock this afternoon. A car with 4 men inside crossed the center line and hit a van head on. 2 of those men in the car died on scene, as did the passenger in the van. The van's driver died on the way to the hospital. 2 other people were also taken to the hospital, but no word on their conditions at this time. Sheriff Mark Matthews says they don't think the drivers were speeding.
Well, even at the highway speed at 55, that's what it's going to look like, you know. So your normal speed is going to cause that to you. And I don't think there's an advisory speed sign up here. I don't think there is. But
Sheriff Matthews says they don't believe drugs or alcohol were a factor, but he also doesn't think anyone was wearing a seatbelt. Cane Ridge Road here opened back up about 4:30 this afternoon, but it was closed for several hours. In Bourbon County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Garrett, thank you. The sheriff says a couple of people saw the accident happen. Investigators plan to talk to them to get some more information. Also, a traffic alert for drivers on Interstate 75. The southbound lanes around mile marker 86 are closed because of an accident. 1 person was hurt. Police right now are reconstructing the crash scene. Traffic is backed up, we're told, to mile marker 97.
Police say an attorney and former judge was caught in the act of buying illegal drugs. Investigators in Whitley County say people had been paying Jason Price with pills. Now police want to know if he even provided services that he was being paid for. WKYT's Phil Pendleton has more on the disturbing allegations.
It's a case where police had to arrest someone they knew very well.
I mean, it's sad because I know Mr. Price, I know his family.
Yet Chief Wayne Bird says they've been investigating Jason Price for nearly a year.
We had reason to believe that Mr. Price was accepting pills in the form of payment for legal services.
Then on Thursday, police arranged a meeting between a source and Price.
The payment for the legal services with 15 oxycodone.
Police say Price agreed and was caught trying to buy the drugs.
He was very humble. I mean, he didn't make any statements to us, but he was very humble.
And police say this is just another case about how illegal drug use can impact just about anybody.
You know, drug addiction does not discriminate. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're an elected official, whether you're an attorney.
Police are now questioning if Price, who served as a district judge 5 years ago, was actually performing his legal services.
Where individuals didn't receive legal services, but they made payments. So, you know, I think we got some theft issues there.
Police say a grand jury will be looking into possibly more charges. In Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Police say they do not have any evidence to suggest Price was involved in any illegal acts while he was a judge. A woman who admitted to playing a role in a Scott County murder is asking the judge to let her out of jail for now. Back in January, C.G. Jefferson pled guilty to complicity to commit burglary in the 2010 murder of school bus driver Sue Jones. Nicholas Willinger has been charged with Jones' murder. Jefferson's attorney says she'd like to be released from jail until her sentencing, which won't happen until Willinger's trial early next year.
She was very fond of Miss Jones. She didn't want this to happen to Miss Jones. She didn't think it was going to happen to Miss Jones. You know, and she wasn't one that went in the house, and she didn't do it.
Today's hearing was continued, so there's been no decision on the bond. Jefferson's attorney says she is scheduled to testify at Willinger's trial.
We have an update to a WKYT investigation. The daughters of a Casey County woman have filed a lawsuit against their mother's boyfriend over her death. We first told you about Leah Skipper back in December. Her death last year was ruled a suicide, but the sheriff kept the case open for close to a year, citing her family's concern that it did not get a full investigation. Skipper's boyfriend, Michael Johnson, was in the home at the time of her death. A grand jury decided not to indict him last month. Skipper's daughter is suing for $3 million, saying Johnson's actions were wrongful, willful, and intentional. Now to sports, and of course the big story in sports. 1 down, 5 games to go in UK's march to national title number 9.
The Cats have the day off to prepare for their next matchup with Cincinnati. WKYT's Jennifer Palumbo and Rob Bromley are live in Louisville with our Big Blue coverage.
Good evening, Amber and Sam from Louisville, where we are less than 24 hours away from the Kentucky Wildcats and the Cincinnati Bearcats, two teams that haven't played since the NCAA tournament back in 2005. And Rob, the Cats getting into practice this afternoon at the KFC Yum Center.
Oh, that's right. They talked with the media for a little while, and then they had a closed practice indoors here at the Yum Center, and that was much longer than the one that they had that was open yesterday. But a long and tiring night certainly last night, as it actually reached into the early morning hours here at the Yum Center. After Cincinnati won a physical overtime game against Purdue, Kentucky took the court and disposed of 16th seeded Hampton. Game after game, the Cats are a big favorite. They'll be a big favorite tomorrow. They'll be trying to make it 36 straight without a loss tomorrow afternoon.
You know, the stuff that has affected us, real physical play, stretching our big guys out. You know, playing a zone and doing stuff, it's all what Cincinnati does. So we know we're in for a tough game.
Obviously, they got tremendous size and athleticism and length. Their rebounding is a real problem for everybody. And being able to keep them off the backboard is a huge problem. Obviously, you can't give them transition. If you turn the ball over against them, they are great at finishing because they've got 8 or 9 guys that are pro prospects.
It is Kentucky and Cincinnati tomorrow afternoon here at the Yum Center, and you will see it on WKYT. Following the game, we will wrap it all up for you over on the CW Lexington. That will begin at 5 o'clock. We'll have some of the post-game highlights, some of the post-game comments for you as the Wildcats go against the Bearcats for the right to move on to the Sweet 16.
And Rob, we haven't seen many fans today, but with hotels and tickets so expensive, a lot of Kentucky and Cincinnati fans won't be here until tomorrow. And the crowd will include the Britton family, which has a front row seat to this hoops history. He's only 11, but Nicholas Britton has enough UK basketball memories to last a lifetime. From the Big Blue Bahamas trip to the NCAA tournament in his hometown of Louisville.
I can watch really cool dunks and shots, and Kentucky never loses, and it's exciting.
It's also exciting for his parents, Bill, a member of the UK Board of Trustees, and Diana Britton.
The players, the kids themselves are such great kids. It's just a great team to be able to watch, and Nicholas is so into it, and we're just having a ball.
So is Nicholas's friend Cole.
It's cool to say that someday when I get older, I'll be able to tell my kids. When I was little, I got to watch Kentucky play undefeated.
It's the chance of a lifetime to witness Kentucky basketball history, and they don't want to miss one memorable moment.
When you grow up or have your kids growing up, you always want things that you think they will remember as a family. So to do something like this, you think you have a chance that it will imprint in their brain and they will actually remember it, you know, when they're 20, 25, 30 of something magical that we did together.
And of course, Rob, they're hoping that the journey ends in Indianapolis with Kentucky's 9th national title. The Cats and the Bearcats, and there's a Kentucky connection on Cincinnati's coaching staff.
Well, there is. You saw Larry Davis there. He is the associate head coach, done a great job filling in for Mick Cronin, who has been on the sidelines suffering an aneurysm. Larry, born in Mount Sterling, actually grew up in Muncie, Indiana, but went to Asbury for a while. Said his dad was a big Kentucky fan. He remembers that. He knows all about Kentucky basketball.
A crowd of 21,639 watched Kentucky's game last night. It'll be a huge crowd again tomorrow. tomorrow, and no doubt another crowd that's a sea of blue and white. We'll have more from Louisville coming up later on WKYT, but that's it for now. Sam and Amber, back to you.
All right, guys, thanks so much. A lot of sleepy folks today, but well worth it, that's for sure. Well, the UK women in action this afternoon in the first round of the NCAA tournament for them. An easy victory, beating Tennessee State 97-52. They will play Dayton at 2:30 Sunday afternoon. Well, a special visit brought a little extra excitement to basketball craze Louisville today.
That it did. Britain's Prince Charles and his wife Camilla arriving in the Derby City this afternoon. They're wrapping up a 3-day trip to the U.S. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy shows us what they've been up to during their visit.
Friday afternoon's visit to the Derby City began with a band and a song. The Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall greeted students outside the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage, and inside greeted individuals participating in the city's Harmony and Health Initiative.
We all were told, stay behind your tables and, don't shake his hand, don't touch him. And he came right out and shook our hands, so I thought that was really cool.
After their welcome inside this center, Prince Charles and Camilla visited different sites in Louisville.
We know that the royal family already has close ties to the Commonwealth through the horse industry. We also hope that this visit deepens the ties between the United Kingdom, Kentucky, and the rest of the United States as we partner with you on key areas like sustainability, creating youth opportunities, and corporate social responsibility.
Lifelong passions for Prince Charles. His own interest in the trip to Louisville spurred leaders in the state to hold their own two-day conference to discuss those matters.
A movement that will allow His Royal Highness to be recognized as our global leader and will encourage him to assemble around him the peers that he believes are like-minded.
In Louisville, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Brown's nonprofit, the Institute for Healthy Air, Water, and Soil, sponsored today's Harmony and Health initiatives.
5 years and still no answers in a triple murder. Robbie Reese, Clayton Edge, and Dustin Browning were found dead in a Clark County home on March 21, 2010. There has never been an arrest in the case. Family and friends will hold a candlelight service at 6:30 tomorrow to remember them. Kentucky libraries can raise taxes up to 4% each year without asking taxpayers for permission. The Kentucky Court of Appeals issued that ruling today. In 2013, a state judge ruled the increases were illegal because voters didn't approve them. A state law passed in 1978 allows the increases without voter approval.
A traffic alert. State road crews plan to be out fixing more potholes in Lexington next week. Work will take place from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. The work is scheduled for more than a dozen roads. We have a list on WKYT.com. An iconic restaurant destroyed in a fire has found a new temporary home. Weaver's Hot Dogs will reopen on Airport Road in London. Fire destroyed the restaurant's original location on Main Street back in February. The temporary location could be open by mid-April. The Sentinel Echo reports Weaver's owner still plans to rebuild, though, on Main Street.